messages back out, and you guys kept saying it was buffering. So this is part 3. Anyways, as I'm trying to say, 10 of Swords, this is the end. And maybe all of these, part 1, part 2, part 3, is a bigger divine message that your life over the last 9 years might have, 10 years technically, had a lot of stop and go, stop and go. You might have given someone 3 chances. You know, maybe you were given 3 chances. But there was a lot of ups and downs, and there was absolutely in your life over this last cycle that's closing out with this eclipse, hardships and struggles, very, very difficult roadblocks and lessons that stopped you in your tracks. And no matter how much you wanted to go forward, you couldn't. Something prevented you, like perhaps it was sickness, perhaps it was the law, perhaps it was some technicality, whatever it was, like you just got stopped. And you were just like, God, I tried so much, but I couldn't. If you guys felt like you wanted to get somewhere with somebody, but there was always something blocking it, take it for a reason, you know, it's divine timing. Anyways, we just read, I think we just read the 9 of Swords. So King of Wands, you know, right now you're supposed to manifest your new beginning. It's coming. This eclipse is about to be over. And you get to relearn it if you're not done. For the next 10 years, you can be stuck in this. Or you can learn it and go ahead and go after something else. It's up to you. What are you ready for? The universe is really hoping you're ready to be the King of Wands. And it says, shine your inner light. Welcome, because the king greets you. When you're passionate about something, you can assume that you're the only one who cares about it. But that's not the case. There's always people who care just as much as you do. This card represents an adult or someone at any stage of life who's dedicated and passionate. And I know that's you. There may be an authority figure in your life, or there may not be. Either way, they tend to give off this heartfelt yet assertive energy. They know just how to attract like-minded people in pursuit of a common goal. If you're looking to achieve something big, perhaps it would be in your best interest to put some metaphorical or literal flyers out. A lot of you guys, fairy tales exist. You're probably going to get inspired and be creative. If you're passionate about it, there's probably another person that's going to help you. Okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys meet some partners and some collaborators that if you work together, you're going to actually create a whole new, better life. And for a lot of you guys, you're going to be meeting a fire sign. And this fire sign is going to be your future partner. Okay? And fairy tales do exist with that person. All right, so moving on to this kind of air sign energy, the 10 of Swords. Really, this is, we don't want to admit it. It's over. So for a lot of you guys, that's exactly who you are, or this is somebody you care about. But it is what it is. And time to let stabs in the back. It stings, yes. And to continue any longer, okay? We're going to let this painful situation come to an end, and then you can start to enjoy your sunrise, okay? Which is 2026. 2026 is going to be your sunrise. So one day you're going to look back at this, and you're going to wonder why you ever even cried a single tear over your situation, because it's over. Okay, and this Knight of Swords in reverse, this person may have jumped in headfirst into something with very little thought beforehand, which usually works out for them. But this time, not so much, because every cause has an effect. So be absolutely positive before you jump into something that ends up like this. For a lot of you guys, you know, this just means someone you care about or you got involved in a relationship you shouldn't have got involved in. You didn't think very much about it. You just got involved. And now it's ending. So I do forecast, I do predict some karmic relationships that started about 9 years ago, give or take. They're coming to a close. Even if it was 7 years ago, 6 years ago. Okay, within the last 9 years, it's coming to a close. And for everyone else, this is financial or this is family. This is the end. And this is either you're going to come clean and start fresh on a new foundation and get balanced, or you're not. But these connections are not going to be the same anymore. And then over here we have the Five of Swords, ready to surrender your pride and ego, ready to surrender what it is you want so bad for the betterment of your connection or relationship. What does this have to say? It says, there may have been a situation where you blew things out of. Have you ever been involved in something that got way too carried away with? Maybe you took it to legal and you wish you didn't. Maybe you pulled the trigger on something and you're just like, God, why did I do that? Well, now you refuse to fix it or even acknowledge your part in it. And if this isn't you, this could be somebody else. But it got blown out of proportion and someone's refusing to acknowledge it. The people that are affected may not even be asking for forgiveness, and maybe you're not ready to forgive. But it's time to try to make some of those amends regardless. That's why it's in reverse. Okay, amends need to be made. And like I said, we're going to bump heads. It's a different viewpoint for everybody. Everyone's going to see this in a different light. Your experience in this is way different than theirs, but it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. It's time to make amends and surrender it if this person is important to you. If they mean nothing to you, let them go. Walk away. 10 of Swords. But if they mean something to you, get over your hump of your pride and deal with it. Okay? Because we all probably jumped to conclusions too fast. And boy, are we going to regret it with this eclipse. All right, so we got through the whole bottom deck area here. Thank God we've got that reading done. We found out the top here. Please watch part 1. Part 2, apparently this video was crazy and it needed to be in parts because of buffering. So here we are. We're going to look now at your Five of Cups, which is a clarification card of bottom line, something that must be done in the eclipse. And it is in reverse. So it says this: someone's been obsessing over the past for so long that they've completely stopped living their normal life. The closure they've been searching for hadn't come. By accepting this and choosing to focus on your energy and in the present, you can create your own closure. So how many of you guys are obsessed and stuck on some past relationship and you haven't been able to close the door? This year, after the eclipse is actually going to let you close the door. You're not going to have any more feelings. It's like a cord cutting in a sense. Your feelings of obsession, your feelings of you can't let go, they will be gone. This eclipse is dissolving the attachment to someone that you could not let go of. Finally. And if you don't feel it, it's also maybe just an energy that's going to happen whether you like it or not. With the Temperance major arcana, I would say, yeah, that is the only major arcana in your reading. So Archangel Raphael has a lot to say about this one. Spirit Source Creator giving this message, and I'm just the vessel. Let go of self-imposed limitations is what it says. This witch adores a good cup of coffee, but the caffeine was keeping her up all night, which impacted her overall sense of happiness. Notice that they're talking about something very small that was kind of important to her, but it impacted her overall happiness, meaning her job, her relationships, her health, her home. Instead of totally cutting it out, she decided to drink a little less coffee and a little more water. Nowadays, she sleeps much more peacefully, and she still gets to make plenty of coffee magic. In her story is a message about the importance of balance and sacrifice for the greater good. The universe isn't saying you can't have something, but maybe you can't have as much. There is something here today about letting go. It says the importance of balance over complete and total restriction. By adapting a new practice, by saying yes to yourself, every so often without giving in to feelings of shame or guilt, you build a sense of contentment and inner harmony in your life. If there's something you crave and you want to indulge in it and it wouldn't cause any harm, then say yes. But if you've been practicing extreme, whether it's extreme, I need this, I want this, I have to have this, in any way, balance it out. You know, sometimes you're asking for an extreme amount of money that's not realistic. Sometimes you're asking for an extreme amount of give on the other person's part. And what are you giving? Very little, you know? And it's like, hello, we need balance. It's not going to go your way. You're not going to get A checked off, B checked off, C checked off, D checked off. You're not going to get it all checked off. What there is going to be sacrificed. People hate that. They just do. So we're going to clarify the main tarot message for you in traditional tarot. Spirit, what is the main message of the eclipse reading? Can you use my hands to speak for you, and whoever needs to hear this message, Spirit, bring them to the reading. Bring them to the reading so they can hear it. The moon in the reverse. Secrets. Secrets, lies, and deception. Bottom of the line, bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. It's too much to carry. Do not carry hate and bitterness, secrets and shame with you anymore. This eclipse wants to free you and give you the feeling of being no longer carrying your burdens. The burden of whether it's financial or the relationship or just the past. Let it go. Confess to someone today. Confess to Spirit if Spirit alone is who you need to confess to. Confess to yourself. Make amends to the person you wronged. Fix it. Get it off your chest. This is where the healing begins. Clearing out the karma. The moon in the reverse, which is illusions and lies. Things you tell yourself are real. Because boy, they look real, but they're not real. It was just a figment of your imagination. Non-existent. We make mistakes. We lie to ourselves. We lie to people. We believe something was whatever it was and it really wasn't. We just sold ourselves a lie. We thought he was a better man than he was. We thought she was a better woman than she was. We thought we deserved more money than we deserved. We thought we did nothing wrong, but we did. We thought we were right about this religion, but it was only half right or partial. We thought we were right about this person or this opinion, but we weren't. You know what I mean? That's the moon in reverse. Sometimes we're so good at lying, we lie to ourselves. And when the moon is reversed, it intensifies a state of illusion. You guys may not be seeing things as they truly are. You're not accepting to see things as they truly are. You are refusing, or someone is dealing with this in this eclipse, refusing to accept the reality of the situation. You are probably being blind to your own faults or another's faults, and it's destructive. You may discover who or what has been working against you behind the scenes. How many of you guys in the eclipse found something out that feels like betrayal? Complete betrayal. How about you found something out that shocked you and made you choose a whole nother direction? That's the eclipse. It came out. How many of you guys learned something that you were completely against and you realized I was wrong, be it politically, emotionally, mentally, physically, you name it, religiously, but you discovered that I was under an illusion. I was under a spell of my own thoughts. So anyways, yeah, that's the moon. So Spirit says, bottom line, that's what the eclipse is dealing with. Obviously, it's the moon. Ironically, we had a lunar eclipse. Now, the Ten of Wands is the bottom line ending, the truth, the facts. And it says, you can get overwhelmed by life's burdens. This may have overwhelmed you. You felt like it was too much and you couldn't do it anymore. You've been taking on more than you need to. When the Ten of Wands shows up in a reading, it's time to put that load down. Learn to delegate, ask for help, or even let go of people who are dragging you down. Ask yourself, are you holding on to that? And what are you holding on to that you can actually let go of? Is that bottom line money so important? Is it going to make that big of a difference? Is your name being on something that important? Is it going to make that big of a difference? If it is, fight for it. If it's not, let it go. Give some faith and trust in the universe. God is like, geez, oh ye of little faith. If I am with you and in you and behind you, who in the absolute universe could be against you? I literally created it. If I am the light and it is the darkness, how is anything going to hide from me? If you were created to have this destiny and have this family or have this home or have this person or be this in this person's life or have this career, if you were destined to have it and own it, it will be yours. And that's this message from the eclipse. If it was meant to be yours, it will be, or it already is. If it keeps slipping out of your hands, let them go. Let it go. If you're fighting so hard that you have to drag this in and that in and lie and deceive and cheat, and manipulate to keep it, it's not worth keeping. Just like the advice I told that person when I was doing the reading. If you have to be a liar and be fake for her to want you, that's the wrong person. You know, and I don't know if he'll take that advice or not. And if anyone else is watching and you have to ruin your legacy, if you have to turn your back on your family, if you have to cut ties, if you have to betray, lie, cheat, sneak, steal, it's not meant for you. Because whatever blessings are coming to you because you've earned it, and that's not the way to earn it. Let me tell you, the Lord works in mysterious ways. Sometimes when you lose, you win. Sometimes when you surrender something very important to you, be it money, be it your name, be it your time, be it you sacrifice a person, like you let him go. When you give something up that potentially could have been yours if you fought hard enough, if you lied, if you took that offer or did that loophole, if you let it go and you're like, fine, just take it. Just have it. It's not the detrimental part of me. I'm okay without it. I have faith and I believe that it's going to come back in the best way. You can have it. I'll find another way. You will gain so much more if you are willing to lead in mercy and sacrifice. You are truly walking in the footsteps of the Father. You will be walking in the footsteps of Jesus, who sacrificed it all. He sacrificed his life for his friends. He laid down his life for his friends. It is a metaphor, but it is also truth. And I'm not saying sacrifice your children. I am not saying sacrifice your home, like what's yours, where you live. There are some things you have to fight for because it's at the cost of other people's security. I'm not saying get out there today and sacrifice your business and give away all your money. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if something is hurting you here in the moon and it's an illusion and you're fighting for someone that's a false relationship, let it go. Or, you know what I mean? And if you're fighting for money that you think is yours and it's really not, it's obviously not, or you wouldn't have to fight for it like you are, let it go. You know, are we fighting over small pennies here? Or are we fighting over a large amount? I guess it depends on what you're fighting for. But if you know that you're okay without it, let it go. Do you have a whole nother security system? Yeah. Number one, you've got God. Number two, you may have savings somewhere, or you may have some little nest egg somewhere else, or you may have something else where the other person has nothing. They are fighting for everything they have. Let it go. What I'm trying to say is be grateful for what you have. If you have much, don't be afraid to sacrifice. Don't be so greedy to where you want to hang on to more. You know, if you're in a relationship with someone, guys, and they keep calling you, seeing you, kissing you, hugging you, they want to be with you, but they don't want to let go of the other person either, let him go. Let her have him or her. Sacrifice that person. Surrender that person. Say, I surrender them. I enjoy their time. I enjoy the intimacy. I'm flattered by all the affection and attention I get, but it's not worth it to me. I'm going to let it go because if they were meant to be mine, they would be mine. Okay? And clearly that's not happening, so surrender. You know, there's different things you guys might have to surrender, but it's just, I see that definitely here. Under that is the Chariot. Once you are ready to surrender whatever this is that is holding you back, the Chariot's going to start moving, which means you're going to start going forward in life. Boom, you're going to meet your next partner. Boom, you're going to get to invest in your next house. Boom, you're going to get to start that new business. Okay? When you're ready to let it go, let them go, whatever, you're on your way. Literally, you're on your way. This is the moment. Eclipse. King of Pentacles. Wow, you guys are going to get money. You're going to get bank, and you're going to get a relationship. Are you ready to go, guys? Eclipse time is here. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I think it's time. Pack your bags. Move on. Get over this person. Okay? Move on from them, or close the chapter on this, this court situation. Let it go. Let the universe, let God, the Father, solve this. Okay? Trust. Have faith. Do not be greedy. Don't be selfish. Be giving. Be fair. Be balanced. Surrender what's not yours. Okay? That's what this means. Surrender what's not yours. If it was yours, it wouldn't be so hard. You wouldn't have to fight so much. Okay? If you are being wronged, if someone is hurting you, they are stealing your money, they have wrongly kept you from your money, or they've wrongly kept you from your kids, or they have taken your pride because they have wrongly spread rumors about you that is untrue. They have evilly taken from you, or someone wrecked your family on purpose. Give it to God. Surrender it. Greater is He that is in you than them. Okay, I don't know if I said it right, but there you go. It's time to go ahead and give the problem away. Because when you do, and you give it to someone much mightier than you, your Creator, you're going to gain in the end. He knows what's there for you. He wants you to have bank. He wants you to be successful. Sometimes you are so busy fighting over the penny on the floor, you overlooked the $100 bill behind you. Don't fight over the penny on the floor. Okay, be fair. Watch how the universe will bless you when you're fair. Watch how the universe, the Creator, is going to give you a divine relationship and divine money when you are willing to give and nurture. Watch. Okay, that is the symbol here for today for the eclipse. We're going to get a healing card and kind of get some closure on this eclipse reading. This is how to understand your healing, okay? And maybe some grief, whatever you're dealing with. Clearly, there's some suffering with the eclipse. Okay. So we have life doesn't last forever, but love never dies. Okay, love lives in grief. Understanding grief. That's the card you got. Life doesn't last forever. So do not hang on to materialistic things. Don't hang on to houses. Don't hang on to stuff. Don't hang on to the dollar amount in the bank account. It's not going to be there forever. But your family, your children, your children's children, and their children, your love lives through them. It will never die. Sorry, guys. Can you stop it? I'm sorry, my kids are yelling and distracting me. Anyways, I need to close up this reading. It's been too long. But bottom line, regrets keep us stuck in the past. And they make us doubt our future. Accept what has happened and release yourself from any blame. Okay, regrets are gonna just, you can look back all day long and go, coulda, shoulda, woulda. I wish I didn't sign my name on that contract. I wish I didn't do this. I wish I didn't sell my house. I wish I didn't agree with that agreement. I wish I never said this to that person. I wish I never put that curse on that person. I wish I never talked about it. God, I wish I never told somebody what this person told me. They trusted me in confidence. I wish I never was so irresponsible with that one transaction. Like I spent that money like water. I wish I would have put that money in an investment. I wish I never would have accepted that person's phone call, but I let them back in and now I'm stuck in it again. I wish I wasn't so weak. You guys can look back at all this, whatever you're going through. You have 1,000 wishes. You have 1,000 regrets, and the regrets in your heart are as deep as the ocean. And it's going to keep you in a vibration and in an energy that makes you think you are a failure. You are no good. You are unworthy. You are stupid. You are weak. It's going to make you think that, and it's going to keep you stuck. Accept what happened. Release it. Don't blame yourself. Who cares whose fault it is? Why are you going to pick apart whose fault it is? It happened. That's it. There's a saying, it's not your fault that you got hurt. It's not your fault that somebody hurt you or used you or abused you or you suffered. That is not your fault. And it's nothing you did to deserve it. But it is your responsibility to fix it. That saying, hurt people, yeah, it's true. But hurt people also heal, and they stop the pattern. They no longer hurt people. Hurt people can also heal. So who are you going to be? A hurt person that hurts them, or a hurt person that heals them? You know? And that's what this eclipse wants to show us. Not the blame, not to reveal secrets, to take someone to court and say, you did this, I have the evidence. That's blame. The universe says, we did what we did, we all did it, we did it together. It was a mutual contract. It was a mutual mess. We agreed, we got entangled, shit happened. Now we got to get ourselves out. Do you love me? Yes. Do I love you? Yes. And that's where this lies. Do we love each other more than we love the problem? Do we love each other more than we love our family splitting apart, if you will, like our pride? Get over it. Let's agree to disagree. We're never going to agree. I saw it differently than you. You felt it differently than me. That's it. Do you love me? Yes. Do I love you? Yeah. Well, we got to get over it. If anyone has a but, they got to go because they're not ready to work on their shadow. They're not ready to accept what happened and release the blame. They're not ready to carry the love forward without the problem. They're not ready. If there is a but, we got to go. And this is what the universe is trying to teach you with karma and the painful truth about cutting people out of your life or letting go. Because if someone is not ready to move on, they're going to stay stuck, and that's not where you want to be. So anyways, the universe is suggesting that what is a message from God? What is a message from Source? Spirit, please give me a message for this person that needs to hear it. And it fell on the floor because, why not? We have sound. You guys, some of you guys need to go hear some good music. Sound is very healing. Vibration is very healing. Okay, I don't care if it's just wind chimes. You need to go get some sound therapy. Music, silence, rhythm, vibration, everything is sound. Even silence is sound. Some of you guys just need to repair. And oh my gosh, 33 is the magic number here. 33 vertebrae. Jesus died at 33. 33 is a master number, and my first video got messed up and I had to shut it down at 33 minutes. 33 is the number for healing. So you guys need to go get on board with it. Get involved in love, love again, kindness, benevolence, sharing, and receiving. You need some emotional balance in your life. Stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. Money's not going to fix that. Shopping sprees aren't going to fix that. Beautifying yourself isn't going to fix it. Okay, this all comes from the inside. Okay? The other one that came out is possessions, my friend. Belongings, finances, assets, and treasures. If your treasures are in this world and not in Him, then you're not right. Your treasures are built up for you in another place. The treasures here are meant to be shared. You're meant to gain so you can give. You're not meant to gain so you can be okay forever. You're meant to gain to give. And the more you give, the more you gain. And it just works like that. It's a flow. If you ever get to a place in your life where you keep gaining, but you stop giving, that's a bad place in your life. Spirit wants you to not be owned by your possessions. There needs to be a little give here. There needs to be a little give. Maybe there's a deeper message. I don't know. Let me see if I have one. I don't, so I guess we're just going to have to go with that. And I'll give you a prediction and let you guys go on your way. In love, what does this eclipse give you? And in life, what does this eclipse give you? Show me love in this eclipse. What is the forecast, Spirit, for the person that needs to hear it? In love, many of you guys are going to get new love. A new person is going to stir romantic feelings in your heart. You might meet somebody new, or a revival, which feels like renewing a relationship. Finances and career are factors in your love life. So look at your 10th house, look at your Saturn. There's going to have to be some work on what you do with money before love can really flourish. So get your, what I'm hearing is get your finances in order, okay? And then love comes next. That's what I'm hearing. All right? Now, what is headed your way because of this eclipse? Show me the 10 of Swords, Spirit. Show me the 10 of Wands. Show me, for the person that needs to hear this, what is the future looking like? All right, bottom of the deck, Orphaned, number 5, and the Thinker, 44 and the number 5. Interesting. A lot of you guys are going to feel kind of abandoned, okay? In general, abandoned by friends or family, abandoned by the one you love. But you're going to feel like you're all alone in this world. There's a lot of loneliness that's going to come up with this eclipse. It's going to give you time to be alone, and you're going to have to figure out how you feel about that first. And you're going to have to think long and hard about life. And that's what this eclipse is doing. Oh my God, oh my God. I opened the book. 44 Thinker. 44 Thinker came out. This is divine. Strategy and being analytical and logical. A lot of you guys are going to be thinking of a strategy to get out of some of your positions. The ability to reason and strategize is the focus right now. Take things at face value. Follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for this is the moment. There is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple. You will win the game of life if you're playing right now. So listen to my words. Exactly what it looks like, whatever you're doing in life right now, paperwork, money, relationships, that's exactly what it is. And you're going to have to make a strategy about it because this is the fact. Love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have a few things in common with each other other than desire. Time to weigh the pros and cons about your partner, about your relationship. If there's enough common ground, go for it. If you find there's not, there's other fish in the sea. Do not at this time force your relationship to work if you already feel it drifting apart. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word at this time. If your partner says, I'm no good, I'm trash, I'm a bad person, everyone's right about me, believe them. Now is not the time to indulge in fantasy and say, no, you're not, you're this, you're that. That's not the reality. No matter what, in this case, facts are facts. So the eclipse is very factual. Facts are facts. In money, your prediction with this eclipse is calculated action is called right now. It's important to sit down, plan, and strategize. Focus on the steps you're going to take and claim your prosperous life. Lists are your friends right now. So go out there and write down a list, start that journaling, write down what you're going to do today to signal to the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember, your most effective strategic partner is spirit. You will win in this game, and your triumph will be for your highest good and the highest good of all. Guys, if you're willing to make money because you plan on sharing it, you're in the right. If you're like, all I need is this money, all I need is this 100,000, or all I need is this name on the title, or all I need is this because I want to share it with somebody. I want to give somebody a life. I want to help this person grow their business. I want to help this person have a home. I want to help this person out. Then you're doing it for the right reason, and you will be blessed. But if you're planning on keeping something for yourself as a future investment, or you want to keep it because you want control, or you live in fear that someday something could happen, you're in the wrong. You need to get right with God. You need to get right with faith that that's not going to happen. Okay? Your protection message, which God always gives you a protection, a warning. In this eclipse, you might be suffering from analysis paralysis. Thinking has its place and its time. But if you try to figure everything out logically, and it's not going to work out right now, and it's like it's overwhelming your mind, your conclusions will likely be faulty. You might get ahead of yourself if you think about it every day, every day, every day. It's a nightmare. That's worry. Remember, worry is a prayer. And that's going to get you in a jam. Give your mind a rest. Do something creative. Paint, sing, do art, meditate. And soon you're going to come to your senses. And then an aha moment will bring new clarity. Now, this message is for your pain. Someone here that's watching me, and at 44 minutes, which is a very divine number because this is 44, and I stopped at 44 minutes. That's crazy, right? This is for you. You are watching me, and you are in pain. You might be crying. You might have just cried all morning. You might just feel like the world is against you and you're all alone in this world. This message is for you. if that's you. You may be dealing with a sense of loss, my friend. An identity crisis even, maybe. You might be recognizing that you don't fit in your family, or maybe in your circle, or even in this world. You have this need to belong, but you really don't know your place. Some of you guys don't even know who you are. The Oracle's message is, Spirit's message. We were all meant to have a connection with someone. We were meant to have connections within our families. Even in society, no man is an island. And it's important to recognize when being a part of, rather than being separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit in. Maybe you've outgrown something. Be true to your core truths, your core values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a religion, a group, or a community, or even a relationship. Not the way you did before. And you need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion because something's evolved and it didn't go the way you thought, especially your relationships. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit, and it's okay to let go of pressure to fit in with something. It's okay to let it go. You have pressure to fit in with it because that used to be a part of your life, but it's not anymore. And not everyone's going to understand you, but it's time to move on. Sometimes we've outgrown people. In your relationship message, as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but you might be disappointed and hurt by your partner, or maybe other people in your life, like your family, who are not providing what you need to feel like you get what you deserve. Perhaps they don't respect your boundaries. Perhaps they're not deep enough emotionally or spiritually for you. You know, whatever's happening, you're in a different stage than they are. And perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you just don't share the same values and beliefs as they do. So you kind of feel left out and you're kind of unable to get to that intimate moment, that place of safety and belonging with them. Take heart, as Spirit knows you very well and loves you. And He's going to steer you in a direction towards those who accept you for who you are right now. Don't compromise yourself just to have a belonging. It won't be worth the price. There is a circle for you, even if it's not this one. This card reminds you that you can't be all things. And this is in your prosperity and in your money, okay? So this is a money reading. This card reminds you that you can't be all the things to all the people. You are not going to be popular with everyone. And that has to be okay with you. Be clear about your mission, your brand, your work persona, and your contribution to the world, as these must be based on to what you authentically believe in and have to offer. Don't fake it to like reach a wider circle of people. You will attract abundance by being completely yourself. Stay in your own lane. That's where you will shine and where you will experience prosperity. That's super important, especially for us online creators. And I guess they call us influencers. I don't know. There's a lot of us out there that just want to reach every spectrum. We want to reach the old. We want to reach the young. We want to reach the straight. We want to reach the gay. We want to reach the religious. We want to reach the anti-religious. We want to reach the Democrats. We want to reach the Republicans. We want to reach the independents. Yeah, we want to reach everybody. We want everyone to come in, kumbaya, and get along. But what this card is saying is you're not really meant to do that. There's niches for a reason. They're going to have someone that fits their niche, like their niche, if you will. They're gonna fit in with that tribe. And you're gonna fit in with your tribe. So don't be fake to yourself just to get more views, more likes, more subscribers. I know it's all the rat race for the most, and everyone wants 1.5 million and more and growing, and I want more. It's like very greedy. Don't. You're going to find abundance with your clique. You have your own little posse, and it's going to be fine if you're in that little niche, that little posse. Okay? I don't know. That's the abundance reading for that. You can't be everything to every people. In your shadow work, the shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel the need to remain apart from people because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you formed as a child and make a decision to heal your past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect with others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns, your pain, and you consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. Don't be too proud to say, I need some counseling. I've got issues. I said some things I shouldn't have said. I did some things I shouldn't have did. I overreacted. Every family's dysfunctional. Guys, I've got siblings that block for no reason. They're just like, oh, you said the wrong thing. Block. Block on social media. Block on the phone. Block. I have family that does that. I have family that disappears. You just fall off the radar. Where do they go? I don't know. They moved. We have no clue what's going on with them. I have family that want to disconnect. No more birthdays, no more holidays, no more family, anything. Just they care more about themselves. They just want to go do their own thing. I have family that, old and young. I have family that comes in and out. I have family that says they care but doesn't show they care. I have family that shows they care but says they don't. There's a lot. We all have it in our families. But the most important relationship, honestly, is with yourself. And if you can be alone and look in the mirror at your shadow, own it all. Own when you've been the worst of yourself. Own it. God, that was freaking awful what I did. Man, that was just cold, or that was cruel, or that was selfish, or that was greedy. God, that was the angry version of myself, right? So the shadow. And you can also look at yourself and go, God, I'm a good person. Wow, that was a really nice thing I did. That made me feel really good. I should do more of that. I should totally be more like that. We just look at ourselves like, I'm a beautiful mess. I am a beautiful, tragic mess. I love hard. I give hard. I also hurt too. You hurt people. And you don't, you got to look at it. I may be hurting by somebody right now, but in my past, I hurt someone. You got to own that, I don't know. I just feel like this eclipse is like, take a good look. Be alone with yourself. love yourself, forgive yourself, and then extend that same kindness to others. They are not perfect by any means. They're not supposed to show up perfect. They're not supposed to be some amazing parent, some amazing child, some amazing husband or wife, the perfect twin flame. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to show up in your life broken too. And you're supposed to extend that mercy and grace because you did it for yourself first. Do it to yourself, and then you can do it to others. If you find that you cannot get real with yourself, then you can't get real with others, and they can't be real with you. I feel like there's a block. Just like that guy I was doing the reading for. He's like, I can only tell half truths or she'll leave me. I'm like, then you know what? She's only going to ever half love you. It's never going to be whole. And therefore, it will never be real. If you ever tell yourself, I'll never be able to get past this argument in our family, there's no way, there's too much betrayal. All right, maybe that's the truth. Or maybe that's going to be your testimony that you got to the worst place ever. We were at the worst place you could ever be. And we came back from that. Can you believe it? We came back from that? Can you believe we were all so broken and destroyed and what a mess we made of our lives and we came back from this? That's how God wants to work in your life. That's how Spirit wants to give you testimony and work miracles. He literally wants to take the most broken mess and make it beautiful so you could say, we did that. And that's how good love is. That's how good Spirit is. That's how good the universe is. That's how infinite miracles are. Like, that's exactly how infinite it is. Can you believe people come back from that? Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I'm going to let you guys go. It's been a very long reading today. Well, that's the eclipse. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will be back to do more personals and things for my members. If you guys are all up to date. Donations and tips are appreciated, never expected. If you guys are looking for a personal or private reading, it is on my website. You can schedule and we can figure out when's a good time for you and me to get together. I'm going to definitely start sending out some cards. I need to get that packaged up, and then I want to do a video of the cards that are packaged up. When? I think we can do it this weekend. I'm going to be pretty slammed Thursday and Friday, but I think Saturday's looking good. And definitely Sunday, looking good. Okay? So I love you guys. Please drink water, be well. I really do love you. Thank you for being my friend, and thank you for watching these videos. If you could please like them and share them if you can, that'd be great. If not, that's okay. I get it. But I appreciate you, and I hope this eclipse did you fair. Okay? Yes, Doja, you especially. You're like my #1 girl right now. You and Kelsey. I'm going to let you know I want to do a live this weekend, packing them up. Ellen, you are the first on that list to get the cards. Thank you so much. I want to show you guys how I'm going to pack it up. I just had to find my gemstones and my little, like, card bags, because I got these little satchels, whatever you call it. and I couldn't find them, so I hadn't been able to pack them all up. And I'm like, I need my gemstones and my satchels. Where are they? Couldn't find them. I just found them. So I will be packing that up this weekend. All right. I love you guys, and I shall see you later. Have a wonderful one. Thank you for watching. Bye.